Well, there's been a lot of sports writers flapping their yaps about us getting soft.
Stepping on your own dick.
Doing the thing here.
What? This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on. What?
In the world of wrestling, the fans can react however they want.
And there is no one that does it better.
Getting color commentary.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Let's fucking go.
Steel isn't strong, boy. Flesh is stronger. What is steel compared to the hand that wields it?
Welcome, Wrestling Universe. This is going to be a good one. I can already fucking tell.
A sphere of influence. Globe.
Yes. Well, we're going to get... It's a universal thing.
Oh, okay.
It's universal in a lot of ways. Global language. Patton Oswalt? What? Welcome to this week's Getting Color Commentary. I am Father Lloyd. Sitting across from me, of course, is the beautiful one, the six-string samurai, husband of Shorty B. There's a new one.
Yeah.
Derek Harvard. How are you, sir?
Good. Wearing my Vader shirt for James Earl Jones appreciation.
We're gonna get this. He's already cutting heads, man. It's like
get to work.
It's like Crossroads over here.
Well, Crossroads has to happen three times to even work.
He's Steve Vai. I'm Ralph Macchio. And we're not talking about the Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake Crossroads. Don't worry about it. The guy looking at me like he has no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
I'm only aware of the...
he barely knows the color blue.
Crossroads.
Let alone the color blues.
Crossroads. The man who turns the knobs over there. Aaron BT Silty. The BT this week stands for Big Trouble.
Ooh.
Big Trouble.
Yeah. This is Little Portland.
In Little China.
China. Wow. Like, let's not do that again.
I mean, just that. But nothing more.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
They're good, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Finally done with my history of pay-per-views experience for the year. Jesus.
Oh, we're
it's
rapid fire pay-per-views.
We haven't told you guys about the shows, the weekly shows, because they're nothing but pay-per-views.
Every weekend. It's a new pay-per-view for 5 fucking weeks.
Fantastic.
Yeah, amazing.
Gives us something to talk about. Not that we don't have plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
And
we could also make up shit to talk about too.
I know this is a wrestling podcast. However, much like wrestling is a part of our childhood.
Sure.
I want to give a big shout out, man. We lost a fucking true legend today.
Oh, the voice of our generation.
Very, very much fair. The voice of Luke Skywalker's father. The man who told Conan the Barbarian that flesh is stronger than steel, boy.
It damn well is.
Tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.com, you got them naked chicks on there, man, you go click. It's real easy, man.
Tulsa Doom.
We could sit here and sing the praises of James Earl Jones all fucking day long.
Right. Rip.
Roots, fucking,
long life. Yeah. Expansive resume.
Oh, yeah.
Impressive human being. You lived life like nobody lived life. Beautiful.
So, want to give a shout out, and we're, again, not to get into it, but again, me being the Star Wars guy that I am, me being the pop culture guy that I am, that all of us really are, well, except for maybe you.
Yeah. I like pop culture.
Yeah.
You don't like anything.
I mean, fair.
I can
look it up on the internet one time.
I can name on one hand what you like. You know what? On very fair, I can name on two hands what you like.
2 hands? Damn.
Yes.
One hand?
BT 2 hands.
BT
one
two
hand
hands.
is murder.
Which reminds me, Hannah.
The other hand, Futurama.
They won't.
The turtle and the never-ending story.
They won't hear it, but we do want to wish Hannah Two Deaths a very happy birthday this week.
Birthday, Two Deaths. I mean, she ain't listening, but yeah, word.
Exactly. James Earl Jones, man, big bucket of win, as they say in the Kevin Smith world. So let's get to wrestling.
I just want to say one thing before we get to wrestling.
Go ahead.
We've covered several deaths on this show.
Yeah.
None as respectfully as James Earl Jones.
I got nothing to say. Again, and if you want to look at it, and
I mean,
from the grand scheme of anything that anybody says about anybody anywhere, I can't think of a James Earl Jones scandal. Seems like he's just a dude who's always done his fucking work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got nada.
Yeah.
I got nada.
If anybody's got anything, let us know.
They weren't the Wild Samoans pulling tricks on cops.
I don't want Pete looking into this one. So,
Pete, close your eyes.
oh, what was the thing that we're like we have to have Pete look up for us, so we don't have to?
Oh fuck.
Do.
Oh, did you write it down?
No, I did write it down. Anyway, hi Pete. We'll have stuff for you coming up. Instead of going into news and rumors this week, which that's how we start everything.
Yeah, the old switcheroo. Suck it, fuckers.
Well, I mean, shit. We're talking about the last pay-per-view we have to watch for like a couple of weeks.
We get to sleep. We get to sleep.
And that's what people, if you're tuning in this week, you want to hear us talk about All Out.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Right? Because we were all in. So you gotta go all out,
Yeah.
or else it's weird.
What goes in must come out.
Better out than in, I always say.
But it's no way to behave in front of a princess.
Yeah, except in Utah.
Yeah, in Utah, they just like to soak it in there.
We're doing it.
I don't get your references. Let's talk about wrestling.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, arguably we were.
Oh, I mean, trust me, I want to badmouth Mormons just as much as the next guy.
We're talking about Mormon wrestling.
I mean, I kind of wanted to explain soaking.
I think you've actually mentioned
You go all in, and then you don't go all out. That's soaking.
Yeah, what he said, basically.
The end.
Look it up for yourselves. Especially research
it
Pete.
up.
I want you to look that one up.
Yeah, research Pete, please. I would like a detailed explanation of how and why soaking in the Mormon community works and doesn't work. Please and thank you.
Also, Urban Dictionary is out. Only true factual sources.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a wrestling podcast.
Yeah. It is. Wrestlers soak all the time.
So
All Out happened.
Yeah, there was a pay-per-view.
Oh god.
With a bunch of matches.
So
there was 2 murders.
Yeah.
At least 2 murders.
So when we did our predictions, there were only 6 matches announced.
That is
correct.
The amount of matches that happened was double that.
Doubled it. Yeah, it doubled. It went up to 12. AEW loves to do that. They love to shove as much wrestling into your eyes as they possibly can. And
right. We do wrestling. What's the fave? Shut up and eat wrestling.
So, do you guys want to start with the pre-show?
I mean, sure.
Let's do this.
All right.
We were there for it all this time.
We were. Fuck.
We were so early. So early.
Yeah.
Also, we can skip 0 hour next time, right?
No.
I mean, I have the flu. I'll be late.
Fair.
So, for All Out, we're going to start with the acclaimed Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, accompanied by Daddy Ass.
Yeah, goes without saying.
Going up against the Iron Savages of Bronson and Boulder. No last names.
They have last names.
I'm sure they have last names.
He just doesn't watch it.
What? That's all that's written here. Ain't no goddamn
What are their last names,
here.
Derek?
I don't know.
Accompanied by Jacked Jason. He doesn't have a last name either.
His last name's right there.
His last name is Jason.
Oh, okay.
His last name is Jameson, and it's right there.
Oh, Jameson. Fuck.
Fired and fired.
Fair.
I said.
So, yeah. This was a
squash match?
Yeah. I mean, that's what the Iron Savages are kind of there for right now.
Squish me. Squish me.
A light machinery.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Acclaimed came out. They came out
They did scissors.
They got the win.
There were some cool pay-per-view outfits, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the word. The weird sandwich board with the scissors was kind of
Yeah.
But also,
it's on point.
I expect weirdness from them.
As Johnny Apollo would say, it's on brand.
Oh, okay. Sold.
Next up, we got Hologram.
The man who might be real.
Sammy Guevara.
Blah, 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 blah.
Dustin Rhodes.
Sammy Guevara. I almost
son of Dusty
I almost
Rhodes.
missed that, sorry.
Going up against the premier athletes.
Yeah, those guys.
I don't like their gimmick.
Athletes!
Yeah.
I don't like their gimmick.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That they're strong.
Well, no, they're all like ex-UFC fucking mixed martial arts guys. It's
Right,
like,
who are
you're
strong.
fucking boring.
Yeah, no, it's boring. Yeah, I agree, it's boring.
Yeah. Of Tony Nese, Ari Daivari.
Ari
Daivari?
Yeah, see how fun that is to say?
Fair, yeah. And Josh Woods.
Not the boners, just Woods.
With
Smart Mark Sterling.
Also, just want to let you guys know. My contract is coming up.
Oh, sick.
I am actually speaking to 2 new lawyers, Mark Sterling being one of them, as well as, of course, Stephen P. New.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross. So you have Hep C now?
Oh no! Oh no!
No. However, what's really weird is John Morgan from Morgan & Morgan reached out to me.
Oh, wow.
Because, I'm for
because of all
John
the
Morgan
kind
from Morgan
words
& Morgan.
that we had
Yes,
for him last time.
all the kind things
representing Morgan & Morgan from Morgan.
Hey, he's for
Morgan from Morgan & Morgan.
he's for the people. I'm for the people. All I'm telling you is that I might have some heavy hitters coming in on this new
he's
contract.
basically the tribal chief.
So you guys might want to look into who you have representing you.
I'm going to go with a Morgan. Seems a safe bet.
Well, yeah,
It's a conflict of interest.
We'll look into
It's Morgan & Morgan or Wendy's. Outback's out.
So, Hologram, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rhodes beat the premier athletes. It's a big surprise.
I super shocked.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah, the Ass Boys and their dog.
Yeah. Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, and Juice Robinson going up against the Dark Order.
Yeah, Evil Uno and his memes.
Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds.
That is correct.
And John Silver.
Johnny Hungy.
Internet meme sensation, John Silver.
Johnny Hungy. Johnny's great.
Mm-hmm.
Is he that guy from that,
From that meme with Anna J?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea
meme sensation
that either of them were wrestlers for the longest time.
Right. It's just the weird contextual meme that
it's
happens
just
to include them.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Bang Bang Gang came out on top.
Oh no, I'm shocked.
Yeah. For our 4th pre-show match.
Yay!
We've got
C4.
The rest of the locker room.
We've got the Undisputed Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roderick Strong.
That's pronounced super dork, Roderick Strong.
He is a fucking dork.
Yep.
He looks like the type of dork that would just beat the shit out of you for pulling on his cape.
If he could.
You know my buddy Charlie?
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, they won.
They beat the Beast Mordos.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Shane Taylor Promotions. I like Shane Taylor. He's a little clunky.
Again, my question still stands. Why does Shane Taylor carry all his weight only in his extremities?
I don't know.
It's a weird body type. I respect you.
It is.
For who you are, homie.
And
but also,
he's good at what he does.
All your weight is in your arms and your legs. It's bizarre.
But yeah, and so Shane Taylor Promotions consists of Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty, and Action Andretti, and Top Flight. Or wait, no, whatever.
Exactly.
These are all people that were involved in this fucking match. Dante Martin, Darius Martin.
His brother, yes. There's two of them.
With
that bitch with the cones.
Lila Gray? Leela Gray?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was wearing almost no clothes. Yeah.
They need to,
Sex.
they need to take Top Flight and,
put Leah Rush back into it.
and take him to the danger zone.
What they need to work on their gimmick.
Calm down, Kenny.
Behind scenes, and come up with something good, and then let them run with it.
So I didn't hate their bit when Leo was in there, but I might just be a hyper Leo mark.
Fair, but
awful, just awful.
You love the gingerbread man,
but what they've changed?
No.
They've been tweaking their gimmick for the last few times that I've seen them. It's always been it's flight related, but we're gonna do something. I don't know. It's
always flight related.
Well, they were Top Gun as fuck.
Yeah, they were Top Gun. They were fucking weird
naval airmen before. Yeah. It all tracks.
Choose something and stick with it.
They are airmen.
I don't like it.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
But yeah, so now we're in the show proper.
The show proper.
Starting off with Maxwell Jacob Friedman going up against Daniel Garcia.
You mean Maxwell Jacob Friedman in the worst outfit I've ever seen him wear in his entire career.
Oh, he's worn that same thing.
It's awful.
It wasn't brown. The brown was bad. I didn't like the brown.
No, that was like the gray before. Very ass sweat revealing.
Yes.
And not really interesting.
Yeah. This was a good match. I really liked it.
I mean, they set up the feud. It was nice. Daniel got his choky revenge.
Yeah. So Maxwell Jacob Friedman beat Daniel Garcia in this match.
He did. You're the only one that took Garcia to win this match.
I am. I was wrong. You guys were right. But
I believe my notes say suck it.
Sure.
Yeah.
As far as I understand from what I've heard, the only reason Daniel Garcia did not win this match
is because Aaron's penis is so large.
No, what he's going to tell you right now is that he was reading the dirt sheets. And the reason that Daniel Garcia didn't win this match is because when originally they had this planned, he hadn't already signed his contract. So they'd already...
He still hasn't signed a contract.
Drama llama ding dong. Wow.
Yeah.
These are the days of our lives.
One thing I also want to say about this
I didn't
match.
mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I just know you're shilling for the Observer these days.
What? The Observer?
You mean trying to make his bad guest look good?
I don't listen to the Observer or read the Observer.
Exactly what Uncle Dave would tell you to say.
I don't care about star ratings.
It's me again. Wait, wrong Uncle Dave.
So this match started the show off with what I thought was probably going to be the grossest thing we saw all night. Multiple times.
Yeah.
With the snot and fucking loogies. And it was just foul as fuck.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Like, people hawking loogies on each other's faces. Nasty.
Gross.
Oh, just wait.
Fucking snot dripping out of somebody's nose. And I couldn't tell if it
This is
if
the
it
nice
did.
gross stuff from tonight.
I couldn't tell if it actually happened or not, but it definitely looked like the snot dripping out of Daniel Garcia's nose dripped into Max's fucking mouth.
No, it's like when everyone was like, you see Giuliani's hair dye running? It was like, you see him wiping a snot mask on his face? How do you miss the snot mask over the hair dye?
Right? But yeah, so that's how the night started.
The mucus queen is yours. Anyone who gets that reference, leave a comment down below.
But yeah, so...
I'll kick you in the junk.
You two were right. I was wrong. So, moving on to our next match that wasn't announced by the time that we had done our predictions.
Okay.
So we don't have... for it. But
I mean, we have predictions, not recorded predictions.
And sure, yeah. But yeah, so it's the Young Bucks going up against the Blackpool Combat Club, consisting of Claudio Castagnoli,
Nipples McGee,
and Wheeler Yuta.
Utes.
What did you guys think about this match?
Do you know Claudio Castagnoli's nipples grow 1/4 of an inch every time he gets a win?
Ooh.
Actually, it's every rotation he does with somebody in the...
They would be
spin.
monstrous by now.
Dude.
Just over this match.
Yeah, what'd you guys think?
I mean, it was good. Never bet against the Elite.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
Gee, that sounds familiar.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
It's good. Like, heels versus mega heels. Mega heels win. Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, if you haven't gathered, the Young Bucks won. They retained their tag team
Find
titles.
me those shoes in an 11.5 wide, please.
Filthy Christians.
Next up,
we're pumped.
We've got probably the best match on the card. Like,
I mean, definitely the most interesting as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah.
Match on the card.
Will Ospreay.
And by wrestling, I mean flippy doodah black arrows and no whoopsie upsie downy things.
Yeah. Will Ospreay, the international champion, in his second run as international champion,
wearing the same clothes he wore to the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, he's running that.
If you got a sponsor,
he's proud of
they
it.
can buy you 2 pairs of pants.
I mean, fair, and a new jacket.
Yeah,
but Will Ospreay going up against
our bastard
Pac,
the man that Gravity forgot, Neville.
Yep.
Except that one time when Gravity didn't forget him, he got real hurt.
Yeah, didn't he break his leg?
He broke. I don't think it was his leg.
Oh, well, whatever.
Pac's awesome. Will won.
What were our predictions?
For that particular match, we all took Will Ospreay.
Wow, what a shocker.
Oh, man.
I mean, I love Pac, and I would have loved him to win.
Pac is so fucking good.
But that wasn't worth betting against.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He got the half-ass face win, too. Like,
it kind of also... I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but it has a lot to do with things that are going to happen. How the same thing this last match with fucking Claudio and Wheeler, fucking Yuta, and, not winning. And then Pac not winning the next match.
Well, yeah. And so Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac are all the trios champions right now. So they all have belts. They don't need secondary titles.
You're right, and we'll get to that when we get to...
Sure.
This was a Pac deserves a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
And he got one.
He deserves a fucking showcase.
And he got 2. He got this one, and he got a Wembley spot like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Again, right now the money for Will Ospreay, it's him and Ricochet. They show Ricochet watching the match from backstage. Like, okay, here it is. Like
the little bit.
Yeah, watch Dynamite.
I don't know how I felt about the little interaction that that Ricochet and Will Ospreay had after the match, with like Ricochet kind of being heelish.
I mean, I think he's gonna come strong, confident hero straight in.
Like, I don't know.
Make him the heel. He's the heel in this.
Like, yeah, but I hope Ricochet can pull it off on the mic. Is where I have my doubts. But
if they have any problems, you can put smart Mark Sterling there. He can speak for Ricochet.
I mean, yeah.
Liquid Death, thank you.
Yeah. So, next up, we've got Chris Statlander with Stokely Hathaway going up against Willow Nightingale in a Chicago street fight.
All the things were there.
They were.
For a street fight.
They were in Chicago. No, they weren't even in Chicago.
They were Chicago adjacent.
Correct.
There was thumbtacks.
They weren't in the street.
No, they were in thighs and butt cheeks.
Man.
There was light tubes.
Light tubes.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
We all know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the glass,
No.
but the way they did the light tubes, I felt was.
Why you sticking up for them?
I'm just saying, it's not like they broke glass all over the ring and then they're just rolling around in it for the next 20 minutes.
I will say one of Statlander's eye bejewels fell off and appeared in the next match, and it made me laugh.
It did. Yeah, I thought it was a good match. And who did we have?
Well, Derrick had Willow.
Oh, come on.
And then me and you both had Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
It's how it is.
It's how it is.
I love Chris Statlander. She should actually be treated more seriously than she is, and she was for a long time. Shit, who took the belt off of Jade Cargill on their first fucking night back after an injury?
Right.
They're doing nothing with her. They basically made her not even mid card, like lower mid card fucking female wrestler for them. At one point, again, she was your champion. She was part of Best Friends. She was main eventing fucking shit.
I feel like a lot of the booking for her since she's come back and she took the title off of Jade Cargill has been.
I feel like
really underwhelming.
Yeah, I feel like in AEW you get assigned a storyline and you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
You can't work outside of it.
That's
your jam, because there's so much wrestling happening, right? You get your bit of kayfabe, and that's all you get.
AEW only has so much TV.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before, when they had 2 YouTube shows and fucking a Friday and Saturday show, they could get away with stuff.
We miss you, Dark.
Yes, I miss you, Evolution. Fucking, who's going to be on TV every week? It's going to be Mercedes Moné. It's going to be Toni Storm. It's going to be Mariah May. It's going to be these people. That's who you're going to fucking showcase. So, like, Willow deserves more fucking TV time than what they're giving her.
Absolutely.
And obviously, I'm sitting here talking about this, and they're both on the pay-per-view, whereas Britt Baker is not.
Right.
Thunder Rosa is not. Pick somebody like again. Their showcasing of women's talent is not as deep as it could be. Right. And again, it's just, again, you have 2 hours instead of 3, as WWE does for Raw, or to be able to do something else, and not other outlets. But, people deserve better. The people that have built up your company deserve better than the people that are...
I think we've run into the crux of too much wrestling.
Than your former WWE people who you're paying way more money for, so obviously you want to get return on your investment. But,
Look, make the fade more interesting or make the wrestling more interesting.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah.
Camille for women's champ. Let's go.
Camille for fucking anything other than a coat rack.
Yeah. Belt rack. So moving on to our next match, which wasn't announced before, so we don't have predictions for this one, but it's Kazuchika Okada going up against Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Konosuke Takeshita.
Nailed it.
With Don Callis.
The Jackal.
In a
snap-on screwdriver salesman, Don Callis.
In a 4-way match for the Continental Championship. Really, what this match was just a way to put Okada and Takeshita in the ring and not put them in the ring together.
Right, and to have occasionally other guys pop in and do silly things.
Yeah.
Just give me Okada versus Takeshita,
dude.
damn it.
That's going to be such a fucking good match when it happens. Match.
No offense to the other wrestlers. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Also, Takeshita picking up the bedazzlement from Statlander. Hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a really fucking fun match. And
I'm also noticing this and the match before it with Statlander were exactly 15 minutes each.
Yeah, no, that is interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, Okada won. He retained his title.
Right. The fucking Rainmaker. That was like if we asked the alien for Mac and me to say that.
No.
No. He would whistle it.
Did they even speak at all? They just made weird noises, didn't they?
And whistled.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said.
I stand by what I said, no matter how stupid it is.
Oh, man. That movie was so
Check
bad.
me in the comments below. Folding your comment up very tightly and shoving it in your... What were you saying?
So, next up, we've got Mercedes Moné.
Boo.
The TBS champion, going up against Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, angry Japanese mom.
This was underwhelming. Hikaru Shida, she looked good.
Right.
Like, she was doing good. Mercedes Moné, not up to the level that I feel like she...
We have expectations.
Yeah.
And she does not meet them.
I mean, like, she's built those expectations. Mm-hmm. She's really good in the ring, but this was not.
I'm sorry, did you say Mercedes Moné is really good in the ring?
She's good in the ring.
Get out.
She's good in the ring.
Get out.
I wouldn't say really good. Of the 4 horsewomen, she is the fucking worst.
All right.
Fair. She's the Banks of
But,
the river.
You know, when you're a part of the 4 horsewomen, like, I'm just saying.
It's pronounced.
But yeah, so who did we have for this match?
Who did we have? Well, me and you had Mercedes Moné.
Uh-huh.
However, our boy over here...
Wished for the best.
I mean...
I wished for the best.
I believe I said I want Hikaru Shida to win.
Right. And I wanted it enough to put it on.
I want Hikaru Shida to win.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen.
Hikaru Shida didn't get $12 million over 3 years, so I can assure you she's not winning.
No.
I'm trying to think, who are they going to let take that belt off of Mercedes Moné? I mean, the obvious thing would be a long thing, Khan, to have fucking Camille do it. But
they like already just like... I mean, I feel like that's something that Tony Khan is going to do, is just tell that same story that he just told with Tony Storm and fucking Mariah May. And the same story that he was trying to tell with fucking Wardlow and MJF like a few years ago.
Like I said, I just don't see anybody in the female division that is a legitimate threat right now to Mercedes Moné, where I believe you can build somebody up.
Yeah.
To be like, you've already beat Britt Baker. I mean, that's going to be your biggest competitor right there, right off the bat. I've already talked about a minute ago how I think they've buried Chris Statlander as a legitimate threat to any sort of women's title.
The only other person with any clout is Willow.
But but that was like the first person she fucking beat.
Or Tony?
I mean, yeah, Tony Storm is the only person that I feel like in AEW has that, like, is on that level of like, has that fandom, the following, to be like, we can fucking throw her at her.
Again, who's the bigger star?
I mean, fucking Mercedes.
Tony Storm wasn't on The Mandalorian.
No.
That's all I'm saying. Next match.
I wasn't on The Mandalorian either.
Right, and that's why fucking people like Tony Storm more than they like you.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at least she has more name recognition. May I put it that way?
Well, thanks. I'm slightly timeless.
Next match.
There we go. There it is.
We've got Bryan Danielson, the AEW World Champion, going up against...
That's not the final match.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought you said the final match.
I mean, it technically is the final match.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Go ahead.
But yeah, going up against Scapegoat Jack Perry.
Boo.
I liked this match.
I'm glad you did. I hated it.
I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a good match. They didn't do anything crazy. Like, there was, blood and plunder. Like, earlier in the show, they didn't get into any of that.
Just wrestling.
Yeah, just wrestling.
Which, normally, I'm very pro.
Yeah. Jack Perry did 2 of, like, probably the best sells for the Busaiku knee, I think it's what it's called, that I've ever seen.
Yay, retirement tour.
Yeah, no.
You didn't like it at all?
The match was fucking bullshit.
All right.
My yas are out sideways.
Daniel Bryan against Jungle Boy Jack Perry is not what I think of when I think of a 5-star classic. Even if it was in the Tokyo Dome, it wouldn't be a 5-star classic.
Right. You could change the location and match type as much as you want. It's not a 5-star match.
And it just is what it is.
Sure.
They rushed Jack Perry through a bunch of squashes to get here.
He has no business being in the ring with Daniel Bryan for a World Heavyweight Championship title. And
I feel like they've done an all right job.
You're a black
there.
sheep backstage fucking dude.
He can't.
You are not.
He cannot wrestle Daniel Bryan. That's it.
Obviously, he's not as good.
And according to the outcome, he cannot wrestle.
Well, yeah,
Bryan Danielson. It was a long match. It was a lot of wrestling, which I do respect, but.
And once again, everybody had Daniel Bryan for this.
Thank you. All right. So, moving on to the
unsanctioned match,
unofficial last match.
Lights out.
Poke your eyes out. Lights out. Hit the lights.
That's my only.
Oh wait! Sorry, we can't.
Oh, you're absolutely right. We didn't talk about how this ended.
We almost completely just
glossed over the first murder of the night.
Yeah,
yeah.
And to be fair, it was the first and the real murder of the night.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
So what happened is,
let him have this
Luchasaurus comes out, kill switch, and this was the end of the match. After the match, it's completely over, and he attacks Bryan Danielson, and him and Jack Perry share a look at each other, and then
it's the boy and his dinosaur.
Yeah,
it's very primal.
The patriarchy start to make their way down. Christian has his fucking contract, like the Money in the Bank thing. But, yeah. I feel like they need to, I don't know, reconfigure how this works, because it's too close. It's way too close to the Money in the Bank.
I mean, this was a nice tease.
Well, yeah, but no, I just mean the way that they have the gauntlet winning blah 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 you get a match.
You get a match. You get a match.
Yeah. The phony in the bank. Yeah.
It needs to be different. But yeah, so they start to come down to the ring like he's gonna quote unquote cash in, and the Blackpool Combat Club come out, make the save.
First it's Moxley,
then. Yeah,
because they kind of weigh their options, like, well, there's only one of you, there's this many of us. Then Claudio and Utes come out.
Yeah.
Then Pat comes out.
Marina.
Yeah, we'll get to her.
And then they scare off the patriarchy.
I have notes on all the redheads that wrestle, sir.
Fair. They scare off the patriarchy and join Bryan Danielson. God damn it. In the ring.
Mrs. Roderick Strong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of them is cool.
Moxley kisses Bryan Danielson on the forehead. He raises his arm.
He said he could have been a contender.
And then Claudio uppercuts him across the chest and face.
Oh, that big European.
Yeah. Knocking him to the ground in shock. Then Jon Moxley pulls a plastic bag out of his pocket.
Bryan Danielson hates plastic.
He does. And proceeds to put it over Bryan Danielson's head and choke him for the next 2 minutes.
I mean, was it more suffocating or choking?
It was a bit of both.
Okay.
Because, you got the bottom of the bag around his throat.
A little half and half?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Hutchins thing.
Michael Hutchins.
Somehow they managed to do all of this, murder a man with a plastic bag, and
mostly murder.
He was pretty close.
Yeah.
But
edging,
and then also have the touching moment of Pac holding Wheeler Yuta back because Wheeler Yuta obviously had no idea this was going to happen. And he's just reaching and crying for his mentor.
That part of the Fabe was great.
Really well done.
Was great. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that was really well done?
Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
I think I would have been fighting more if I was Wheeler Yuta. I think it made Wheeler Yuta look, you couldn't get past Pac. And that's fine, but you weren't even putting it. Was
I will say this right now: Wheeler Yuta can't get past Pac.
Well, yeah,
that's fine.
But also,
show me that match.
Blackpool Combat Club is Wheeler Yuta's family. Family. He loves all. He doesn't want to hurt his family, even if they're trying to kill his father.
You killed my father!
No, it was very, shh, it's their time.
Yes.
It's their time.
Yes, that's what it felt like.
Last match.
All right. On to the last match.
Not a match. An unsanctioned street fight of doom.
I don't like the whole unsanctioned thing. It doesn't make any sense.
It's silly. And there's a ref there the whole time with opinions.
I believe I said this to you while we were watching the pay-per-view of just if how this works in wrestling worked in real life, what horrible things would be just put on television every single day, all the time, with just somebody being like, well, we just had a camera rolling, so you might as well watch.
The best you can hope for is pudding.
Hey, man, I want to burn down some people's houses with no fucking repercussions. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man. Okay, so, fuck. I feel like we need to step back a little bit, go back to Dynamite, because we didn't talk about any of that, because it hadn't happened yet.
Oh, the Swerve's house?
Yeah,
Burn
Swerve's
down
house.
the house.
So, I would like to let our audience know that we all got fucking worked at the beginning of our work day.
Yeah.
Because, we saw notifications about Swerve Strickland using his signing bonus money to buy his childhood home.
Mark.
You fucking Mark!
You're a fucking Mark, too.
I bit this hook, too. I'm just being a dick.
And it felt genuine. It was heartwarming.
Agreed.
It was like, oh, look at that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's great. Then, fucking Hangman Adam Page burned that motherfucker to the ground.
I'll set the building on fire.
Burn it down, Pookie.
Oh, it was good. That was good.
Yeah, no, worked us all.
One of my favorite, I feel...
All of us at some point that day were like, man, fuck.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, we got fucking
Well, I told you when I first read the thing, I thought it was that Swerve bought Prince Nana's childhood home for Prince Nana as a set with his bonus. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
You fucking Mark!
Yeah, and then, nope, just kidding.
Yeah. So, that is what is leading up to this unsanctioned match. An unsanctioned cage match.
Yes.
Which I felt... There are certain parts of this match that I felt was done really, really well. Mm-hmm. Certain parts of it I'm like, that is completely unnecessary. But the way the match started was perfect. The two men don't do a lockup. They're not professional wrestlers in this moment.
No.
They are men that want to kill each other.
Yep, they just start whooping each other's heads.
And start holding they start fighting before the fucking cage has even dropped down all the way. And they're trying to hold each other's heads underneath the cage coming down onto the ring to crush each other.
Yeah, it was very Indiana Jones.
It was. And that was excellent.
Or like that time that Randy Orton almost legitimately got killed. Fucking.
That was not intentional.
I'm just saying.
Yes. No, he almost got impaled.
That's a dangerous spot to fucking be doing.
It is. There were no spikes on the bottom of this cage.
Don't matter. Dangerous spot.
No,
what if,
yes.
What if,
Also,
what if the cage
the least dangerous spot we're going to talk about. That cage is coming down at a steady pace.
And so was Owen Hart.
That was not a steady pace.
At first it was.
I mean, sure.
And I apologize. Like, even that might have been a little too much for our listeners.
Right. That's also outside of this match. In this match.
That was more than 20 years ago.
This is the safest spot.
I'm sorry. I forgot about the statute of limitations on gravity.
OSHA standards
there were two hearts on TV
have evolved
we're
since then. But yeah, so the match just devolves from there into a fucking shit show of violence.
Mud show.
Mud show,
yeah.
Yes.
Weapon number 1. Stapler.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with staple gun.
What are you, Steve-O? Again, it's very much along the lines of Jackass for me.
Yeah.
Where the first thing I saw Steve-O do was staple his nutsack to his leg. And the rest of the things I saw were less disturbing than that.
Fair.
So you were like, well, that's not so bad.
Yeah. Nobody got their nutsack stapled.
No.
But they're
get to work AEW.
Next year. Yeah. Swerve stapled family photos to fucking Hangman's face, though.
Yeah, no. It was aggressively personal.
It was. What else happened?
And then...
Before the
next spot's the cinder block.
Was it?
Uh-huh.
All right.
There were only 2 things in that tote, sir.
Well, yeah, but there were chairs and tables and whatever.
Chains and all that stuff.
There was some barbed wire. There's a little bit of barbed wire.
Chips, dips, chains, whips.
Yeah, there was a long-winded, let's make this barbed wire interesting bit.
Ugh.
And it sucked.
Trying
that
to wrap it around the cage.
Wrapping it around your arm, tucking it in your armpit, and then you go, hey, this hurts my armpit. So you take it out of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, then they pulled out a real cinder block. This, didn't seem gimmicked at all.
By watching them physically move it around.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that was a real cinder block.
And the scrapes that they got from just grazing it.
Uh-huh. Very on point with a real cinder block.
Yeah. Cinder blocks hurt.
Yeah.
Just to pick up and move around, because it's just ripping your fucking hands apart. And these men wrestled on it.
Threw each other into it.
I believe it was a vertebraker that Swerve did to Hangman onto the cinder block.
The edge of the cinder
block. They both narrowly missed the cinder block and scraped their backs on the edges of it.
Right, and which is arguably...
that's the hardest part of the cinder block.
It is the hardest part of the cinder block. But
Check me,
Simon. Ooh, just... Man, I know what that feels like, and goddamn.
I've scraped my knee on concrete before, sir.
Yeah.
Ow.
And then, Hangman gives Swerve a power bomb on the cinder block.
Yeah.
Landing on his lower back.
Square fucking on it.
On a fucking cinder block.
Yeah. List of bits I won't do. Includes that.
Yeah, no, I ain't. No. Hell no. Jesus.
There better be 3 commas in that contract.
So then we've got the last 2 things that happen in this match that are just like nobody saw coming. Hangman reaches into Swerve's mouth, pulls out his grill for some reason. I don't understand why he did that.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like steal a tooth or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah, but no. Then he goes to his jacket and pulls out a hypodermic needle. I don't want to see hypodermic needles or any needles of any kind.
This makes me very proud of you, sir.
Wrestling match.
This makes me very proud of you. Not my wrestling.
Yeah. So Hangman proceeds to take said hypodermic needle and do his darndest to shove that needle from the inside of Swerve's mouth to the outside of Swerve's mouth through the side of his face.
Not the face!
Yeah.
He made a concerted effort to make sure that we all saw that the plunger went down.
Yeah, he injected him with something.
Injecting him with some mystery fluid. And then he broke a steel chair over Swerve's head, causing the referee to stop the match.
And then the Mortal Kombat announcer was like, damn, that's excessive.
Thank you.
Holy fuck.
And then they opened the cage. Hangman left, doing his best I just killed a man crazy laughter.
Right, without emoting.
Just
that dumb cowboy face.
Like freaking out, I just killed a man type of fucking energy as he walked up the ramp. And that was the fucking end of the show.
Yeah, sheer chaos.
Well, I'd like to point out that we both took Swerve.
Oh, yeah.
And you took Magnum TA. Right there says Magnum TA.
Yep.
And for predictions, Derrick, you were at 50%. You missed 3 out of 6.
Nice.
BT, you missed 1.
I missed 1.
You missed 1. I also missed 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Yes, if we were doing a punishment thing, you would have to do a punishment thing.
Uh-huh.
Yay, punishment Martinez.
That'd be a fun bit.
All right.
So, yeah, what did you guys, coming away from this?
So, the pre-show was whatever. The main show, sans the absolute nonsense at the end, was good. It was a good pay-per-view. Good matches, titles on the line, storylines, and people that mattered. Like that. The end. Holy fuck. I don't have words.
It was intense.
Yeah, I don't have words. If I could never see that again, I wouldn't complain.
Fair.
What is Tony Khan trying to do?
I don't know.
I don't know, but he's doing it.
I've heard that he has turned down the plastic bag spot several times from multiple different wrestlers.
You hear that from the Wrestling Observer? Uncle Dave tell you that?
No.
Brian Alvarez tell you that?
SRS.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
What?
No, we got quiet. I'm like, SRS,
So,
we know who he is.
Yeah. SRS, he let me know some things.
So him and The Rock. You have a direct line to SRS and The Rock.
Yes, I do.
Those are your guys.
Yeah.
Catch it on his shirt.
And as far as he can tell, he has no idea why he just decided, okay, today we're going to do the plastic bag spot. He has no idea where the fucking syringe came from. Why? Why? But, I don't know, man.
Give me context, because as of right now, it's just weird.
With the syringe, I can't wait for Dynamite, where hopefully
they will explain something.
Yeah,
something.
Because there's got to be some sort of kayfabe reason for him injecting Swerve with something.
Right.
Guaranteed, it's not. Oh, I felt like I needed to numb his mouth before I smashed his fucking brains out with a chair.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah. If this match never happened, I'd be okay. It did, though. And I'm confused.
Oh, man.
All right.
That's it. Yeah. That's All Out.
That is All Out.
Whew. What's the next pay-per-view we got to talk about?
God, Bad Blood.
Never. Oh, God. In October?
October 5th.
Sleeping in, bitches.
I'm sure we're forgetting something. They'll let us know. Research Pete time?
Yeah, let's
It's Pete's Notes time for Pete's Notes. It's Pete's Notes time for Pete's Notes.
That's right. We're doing Pete's Notes, not Derek's Notes tonight.
Yeah, Derek's Notes suck. They're funny, but they suck.
Derek's Notes is a work in progress.
Yes, well, we just talked about All Out for an hour. Yes, Derek's Notes are getting skipped this week.
Don't worry, folks. I had plenty of dumb shit to say.
So yeah, what the fuck? What did we ask, Pete? I can't remember.
See, this is the thing. It's weird because almost none of these are about wrestling, and that's.
I mean, that makes sense from the last episode.
I'm going to go over these as quick as I can here. I guess we asked, what is the name of the arena in Denver, Colorado that they were at? We couldn't think of.
Okay.
The arena in question is the Ball Arena. Construction began with a groundbreaking ceremony on November 20th, 1997.
That's when the ball breaking happened?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
AC/DC fucking played the opening fucking day. It opened on October 1st, 1999 as the Pepsi Center. It is the current home of the Colorado Avalanche, Denver Nuggets, and Colorado Mammoth.
Oh, those are those sports.
Oh, they have a lacrosse team.
Yeah.
Well,
it is the former home of the Colorado Rush.
Colorado Avalanche? Might as well just call yourself the Colorado Can't Stop Me From Falling Down.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Okay.
We are way up here, you way down there.
On October 22nd, 2020, the naming rights were sold to the Ball Corporation as part of a multi-year agreement with Kronk Sports and Entertainment, KSE. We'll just call them that from going forward. The Ball Corporation is known for its history of producing glass jars.
I was going to say, the Mason Jar Company? Fuck yeah.
Lids and related products used for home canning.
Also, they sell amazing humidifiers for floral products.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Lavender and such. As it expanded, they became the world's largest manufacturer of recyclable metal beverage and food containers. I won't get into their venture into aerospace technology.
Jesus.
Why not, Pete?
Pete, we need you to get into the aerospace technology.
How is Ball involved with space?
Let's get back to wrestling and the Denver debacle. Wait, when did we talk about the Denver debacle?
Denver debacle.
On May 18th, 2009, WWE canceled and moved 3 events it had scheduled in Colorado, including a WWE Raw taping on May 25th, 2009 at the arena. This is how we get back into wrestling.
Fair.
Okay.
It was due to the Denver Nuggets being in the NBA playoffs against the LA Lakers.
Huh. Fuck those guys.
The affected events were all moved to the Staples Center in LA, home of the Lakers. VKM had words for Stan Kroenke, or whatever the fuck it's pronounced, on national television, and there was a skit mocking him and Lakers owner Jerry Buss on the May 25th episode of Raw. The show closed with a face team dressed in Lakers gear, consisting of Cena, Batista, Jerry Lawler, MVP, and Mr. Kennedy. Versus the heel team dressed in Nuggets gear, consisting of Randall.
So they were all dressed like Owen Hart?
Wow, that was good. That was good. It took me like a split second. Randall Keith Orton.
It takes you longer, folks.
The Miz, Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase Jr., and The Big Show. And then there's this thing that says, with a star next to it, that says, not really intended for air, but how surreal is this? And it's a YouTube link. So we will have to watch this. If Pete's sending us, like, risque shit, we need to
we'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
We'll let you know on the next episode.
We'll talk about
whether it was appropriate
Maybe.
or not to talk about on the next episode.
Okay.
Pete, I do the inappropriate shit around here.
What are the Watts Towers? And this is related to the Sgt. Pepper's album cover.
Oh, no.
Here we go again. Sabato Rhodia, one of many shown on the cover of Sgt. Pepper's, was the creator of the Watts Towers. The towers were also known as the Towers of Simon Rhodia and Nuestro Pueblo, which translates to Our Town in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
They are a series of 17 interconnected sculptures and are located in Watts, Los Angeles, California. Sorry, I thought it was different. I apologize for my reading the commas wrong.
It's like Watts, like a neighborhood?
Yes.
Like a suburb, yeah.
Rhodia was the sole designer and builder of all the structures. He started the project in 1921 and finished in 1954. They were designated as a National Historic Landmark and a California Historical Landmark in 1990. Thank you.
One of these days, I want to do something like that.
Not a place to store poor people.
What is Paul McCartney holding on the Sgt. Pepper's album cover?
Oh yeah, it was an unknowable instrument.
McCartney is holding and again, how I don't know how I pronounced it, but a cor anglais, pronounced cor enclave.
Huh.
It is a member of the oboe family and is also known as an English horn. Oddly enough, the instrument was not played on the historic album.
Oh, he just he was like, "This is a cool instrument."
Fucking poser.
Yeah, nerd.
All right.
And that's Pete's notes?
No, God, no.
Oh, shit.
What's the next?
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Oh, I'm sorry, folks.
African or European?
That's the real.
You asked, and you now shall receive. So, first of all, as I said, I read these earlier, and I don't know if Pete understands the Monty Python joke or not.
That's fine.
Because
that's fine.
Hold on.
That makes it better.
Pete, can you let us know if you're aware of the Monty Python reference that
Pete,
was
have
made
you
here?
ever seen the Monty Python and the Holy Grail and understand the question of the African and European swallow thing?
I really hope you do.
If he did, his answer would have been blue. No, yellow.
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, it would just been
I feel like your life would be better having known the information.
Assuming you didn't.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, if he doesn't know about that, he doesn't know what a holy hand grenade is. He doesn't know about the castle anthrax.
No.
Just saying.
He doesn't know about huge tracts of land.
Shrubberies. Doesn't know about shrubberies.
Yeah.
First of all, there's no metric called airspeed velocity.
Take that.
Take that, Monty Python. Fuck you, John Cleese.
Yeah. Dear Mary Jane, fuck you.
However, airspeed is scientific jargon, an object traveling in air versus the air it is flying through, yada yada, and so forth. While looking into the article regarding this, they even give the warning, you have been warned, before they delve into the scientific details. More science jargon, blah, blah, blah. I wish I could include all the facts, but this is a wrestling podcast after all, and I also need to sleep.
Fair.
Thank you very much, Pete. Thank you.
Pete's speaking for all of us.
I mean, we didn't even talk about what the swallows were.
I would like to point out it is 4:09 in the morning, and we're
Yeah.
But that's what we do here. We do this so you guys don't have to. I sleep so your kids don't have to.
Yes.
Wait. No, I stay up. Something like that.
Yeah, words.
You know what? We'll listen to that one back because that might be weirder than it sounded. An unladen European swallow has an airspeed of around 20.1 miles per hour. The largest swallow that can be considered in research is the African mosque swallow. The moss swallow is 2.2 times larger than the European swallow, which would give it an airspeed velocity, which apparently doesn't exist anyway, of 40.2 miles per hour.
Well, that's larger.
I think that's enough avian facts for now, so I won't get into it if they can carry a coconut.
Wait, so he does get the fucking joke.
I don't know.
He
I don't
does.
think.
No, he knows. He knows.
No, he knows the goddamn
okay.
joke.
He knows.
I figure if we
Nice sell.
Oh, Jesus.
Me and Eric, drink for getting work.
and the last one.
Yeah, Pete worked us all.
Has Willow Nightingale been in more street fights than anyone else on the AEW roster?
All right.
I will have to get back to you on this one, as it will require more detailed research. And those are Pete's notes for the week, everybody.
Yeah, Pete's notes.
Thank you, Pete.
Yes, thank you very much, Pete.
Oh, Jesus. Pete's the star of the show, man.
Oh, damn.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
Oh, fuck. I guess I still got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we got
Oh, we haven't talked about the not scrum.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what is there really to say?
I don't know what to call what that was.
It was an after show. Cool.
There's just three people trying to fucking cope with watching multiple murders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how do we say something more interesting?
Yeah, no, even normal scrum Tony Khan comes out, but he was very much like, oh, gotta be in Jacksonville tomorrow. Jaguars fucking first game of the season. Blah blah blah.
Money.
Yeah.
Go.
But I mean, just because Tony Khan's leaving doesn't mean you can't pull out a fucking couple of wrestlers.
Apparently.
Nah.
News? Anything? I guess we didn't talk about any news. Anything?
No, most of the news I read this week was about how gross all that was. Is this okay? Should this be on TV? Look at this disgusting thing.
Well, let's see what we got. Apparently, the Hurt Business is going to be showing up in AEW.
Supposedly, yeah.
Minus Cedric Alexander.
Oh yeah, of course, because he just re-signed with fucking WWE.
No big surprise there. Why would Tony Khan not take that?
I mean, yeah.
More shiny toys for him to play with, and bury other people that he
should be working on.
Bury some people that built the company.
Much like Victoria last week, we talked about got a Legends contract, but what are they called now?
Oh, a nostalgia?
A nostalgia contract. Thank you. Jacqueline Moore, better known as Jackie, Miss Jackie, was apparently also received one of those this week. Rightfully so.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like candy.
I would have thought that they would have already had.
You would have thought.
One would think. Let's
Man,
see.
she was fucking good back in the day.
Is a nostalgia contract different than a Legends contract?
No.
Or just the same with the new name?
I would imagine, it's the same with...
I would rather
all of
be
my
a
understanding
Legend than nostalgic.
Yeah.
Just me personally.
I would much rather be a fucking legend than a goddamn nostalgia act.
Yeah, you're like, you remember them? No, call me a legend, fucker.
The VKM documentary on Netflix.
Drama Llama.
Yeah.
Apparently WWE is not happy. We talked about, I guess, last week whether or not Janelle Grant.
Janelle Grant, yeah.
I just want to make sure. Whether they had been reached out to. Apparently, it has been announced that they were reached out to, and they have. It didn't even say that they declined. It just was more of like they just didn't get back.
Well, as far as I understood from what I saw, and I was the one that made the incorrect statement that they had not been contacted at all for the documentary.
Right.
But apparently they had. And from my understanding, they chose not to be involved in the documentary.
Well, that's smart on their behalf because anything they say can be used in court against them. Blah 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 blah.
Probably.
Blah.
Well, probably. Maybe.
That's why they should have smart Mark Sterling as their lawyer.
I mean, I'm sure she's got a pretty competent lawyer. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yes.
I'm fighting like 3 jokes that aren't funny.
I mean,
fair.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Fair.
I almost did one myself real quick.
If you say the wrong thing in public, you get a little poo on your face.
Serious time. Shame.
Mine was worse.
I'm sure it was.
Brock Lesnar would like to see that video again.
Shame. Moving on.
WWE also is trying to disavow this entire thing.
Right, like we never had anything to do with this. We don't know what you're talking about.
Even though
our boy, not our boy, Conrad Thompson, who I actually have no problems with for the most part.
He seems like a decent guy.
I'll talk off air because that guy that's a litigious motherfucker. So I'm gonna go ahead and definitely not say anything about him or his family on the air.
Fair.
And I mean, again, Conrad, love you.
He fought the law and he won?
Yeah, he's. Let's just say he's got a flair for finding out things in the business.
Yes.
But he did say, I guess, I'm assuming by the way he was talking that he actually probably has already seen it because it does come out in like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That it was like, he's like it's a double shovel job, I believe is the words that I saw that he used. Where basically,
interesting.
It starts off as like, oh, da 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 da, and then just fucking buries him.
He's he's kind of a scumbag. Just kidding. He's a really big scumbag.
So I
would never guess how big of a scumbag.
We'll all
big.
know. Does anyone know? And I mean, we'll look it up. And this isn't a Research Pete thing. Are they releasing all 6 episodes
at
once?
Are.
Okay, I didn't know if it was going to be a Netflix. So you're going to have to. They don't do that all the time.
Correct.
No, they don't.
That's why they deserve a thank you.
Anything else?
Don't make me pay for regular TV. I already do that.
The only other thing I have written down is, again, I didn't know this until we were getting ready to record. Where they're saying that starting next week or the week is it next week or the week after, Raw's going to only be going for 2 hours instead of the 3 that it has.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, they had season premiere tonight, so we had full length, first hour commercial free, whatever that means.
But yeah, because of the contracts of TV deals or whatever running out, and like SmackDown's moving over to USA. I believe those contracts are around the same time period of Raw and SmackDown. So Raw's deal with USA was running out, and they had nowhere to go for the rest of the year until they started on Netflix.
Right.
And so they like worked out a deal for like, hey, can we still be on USA for like this last couple of months of the year?
Plus SmackDown. Can
SmackDown
be on USA as well? NXT is going to CW.
Yeah.
Have any of you heard rumors of Fox talking to AEW about filling the hole already?
I did.
I've heard the chatter.
I did.
I don't know how real it is.
I saw an article. I didn't read it. It was while we were watching Raw. But yeah, that would be interesting.
Again, it also boils down to we did go really quickly over anything Tony Khan said at the media scrum, and one of the things that he was asked about is what's up with the TV rights. So he's like, oh well, this and that. He's like, we're planning on staying with Time Warner and fucking TBS and TNT. And they're like,
I love these guys till they tell me no.
He's like, his exact words were, I still haven't put ink to paper.
Yeah.
And then like, well, what is the percentage chance that the announcement will be made sometime soon? He's like, there's a 90% chance that it'll be announced in the next month.
Okay.
So, just saying.
I mean, with the amount of rollovers that are happening this year,
yeah. Well, like, it is very interesting that, so like, there, I believe in the contract thing, there's like a certain amount of time where they basically had to exclusively negotiate with Time Warner, or Time Warner Discovery or whatever the fuck, to like work out a new deal, and that time period has passed, but the deal hasn't run out yet. So they still have this deal, but they are able to now shop it around to other companies if they would like.
Sure. I mean, and the other thing, or one of the things with Raw being 2 hours, it could be trying to figure that out, is when you go to Netflix, the whole reason Raw is 3 hours is because of all the commercial breaks.
Commercials.
Right.
So do you need to have you know, that it's
Well, and I've said this. They like Raw has felt like because it's 3 hours, it struggles.
Yeah.
It's slow.
Mm-hmm.
They blow things out that don't matter. Whereas, you know, watching SmackDown and stuff and everything that runs 2 hours, it's tighter. It flows.
I mean, I remember Raw back in the day, like when it was only 2 hours, it was, you know, it was decently tight. The commercials were nowhere near as prevalent.
Yeah.
Like they were there, but it was, you know.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm just thankful that we get picture-in-picture.
I fucking hate it.
Hate it.
I might as well just be a normal fucking commercial.
Right, especially since the wrestlers aren't going to do anything important during picture-in-picture on purpose. They might as well not be on TV and let them fucking catch their breath.
Like the only fucking AEW, because they have deals with Fight TV or something like that, where you don't have to have commercials. Like they keep going. They do normal, like they have normal bits of the match during the commercial time.
Sometimes.
I mean, yeah. And the commentaries, like, oh, we're not on TV? Like, we can fucking talk whatever shit we want.
Yeah.
And then we gotta straighten back up.
We would never know. We're listening to a Carl's Jr. commercial.
Yeah.
Satellite feed. Same thing. You can do that. You get WWE stuff like that from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well,
I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Or at least nothing else on the docket, and by docket I mean this piece of paper in front of me.
Fair.
Official court documents.
Anybody else? Anything to add?
No, I got nothing. Again, 100% of what I'm reading about this week is how gross All Out was.
Which, I mean...
Which is a fair discussion.
It is a very fair discussion.
Yeah, discuss in the comments below. How much did you like murders?
Also,
how much did you like mutilations?
It's got everybody fucking talking about it.
I mean,
you know.
Yeah.
No publicity is bad publicity.
All right.
You know? I don't know.
Speaking of publicity, BT, tell them where they can find us.
You can find us on YouTube, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Podcast Addict, all sorts of places.
And some other stuff.
Yeah, there's some other stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. I got nothing else to add. Yeah. No smart aleck quips or nothing.
Yeah. Count my fucks.
Liquid Death, Copper Hammer, Jägermeister, Kramer Guitars.
Eat my hash.
Buy my hash.
Please, for the love of God.
Catch you later, Bill and Ted's.